So you don't lose that punch. Woo-hoo! I love it. Cham's gonna need a new hand. We'll be eating tonight.
Manny Pacquiao is turning heads at training camp. At 46 years old, he's knocking out sparring partners and going through intense workouts. Since arriving in Las Vegas, he's focused heavily on cardio and body conditioning. Now he's finally started full boxing sessions, and he's looking sharp.
So you don't lose that punch. Awesome. Fire.
After hitting the heavy bag and working mitts with his trainer, the boxing legend stepped into a sparring session meant to last 12 rounds each 3 minutes long. But in just the third round, Pacquiao unleashed a powerful combo. His speed and punching power overwhelmed his sparring partner, pinning him to the ropes before dropping him to the canvas. With this kind of fire, age seems irrelevant. Manny is showing that he can match or even outpace younger fighters like Mario Barrios. His fans now believe he's on track to win either by knockout or dominant decision. Pacquiao's intensity has made him a beast that even younger fighters struggle to handle. Pacquiao recently traveled to Los Angeles to begin camp with his longtime trainer Freddie Roach at the iconic Wildcard Gym. Just like in his prime, he's been doing open workouts to give fans and media a preview. While he's not the same fighter, he was in his 20s. The 8-division champion still shows flashes of greatness. But as we saw with Mike Tyson's return against Jake Paul, training footage doesn't always reflect reality. Joining Pacquiao in training is his son, Emmanuel Pacquiao Jr., who will make his professional debut on the same card. Though listed at 6-4 in the amateurs on BoxRec, his actual record might be closer to 95 bouts. Under Freddie Roach's supervision and Marvin Samodio's guidance, the 24-year-old super lightweight is gaining valuable experience. Ironically, he's closer in age to Barrios than his father is. Barrios, who just turned 30, is 16 years younger than the boxing legend. This fight will mark Pacquiao's first pro bout since his 2021 loss to Yordenis Ugas. After Terence Crawford vacated his WBC title, Pacquiao was bumped to full champion. Recently, the WBC ranked him number 5 at 147 pounds and cleared him to fight again. He's now licensed by the Nevada State Athletic Commission and passed all required medical tests.
And has passed all of the medical tests required to be reissued with a professional license.
Go.
Still, many in boxing are worried about Pacquiao's health. Former Cal football player Cameron Bynum has been training with Pacquiao and says the workouts are brutal. Bynum, who's half Filipino, joined Manny's Los Angeles camp and did road work and core exercises with him. Was blown away by the physical toll and Manny's intensity.
Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me, I'm gonna squeeze by. Thank you. Hello. You good?
This is why he's the GOAT, Bynum said. When asked if Pacquiao was a better athlete than Tom Brady or Michael Jordan, Bynum didn't hesitate. Manny Pacquiao believes the legend will get the job done against Barrios 7, though. The younger fighter is favored. Bynum is putting his full support behind Pacquiao.
One right there. 1, 2, 3. One more.
All right,
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. God bless. Appreciate it, bro.
thank you.
I don't care how old anybody tries to say anything is. Like, that's fast for anybody in their prime. Never took a step back. I've been watching him for years. Been my favorite boxer forever. Obviously, me being half Filipino, so this is a big moment for me being able to see this in person. But the fact that he hasn't slowed down a step, and he's still in crazy shape, and it's only week 1 of training camp for him, so it's really day 1 of him running this hill, and he made it all the way up with ease.
Trying to keep up with Manny during those intense core sessions was a challenge for Bynum. After running with him and training hard, he gave his fight prediction. Manny wins easy, Bynum said. I say it goes 12 rounds, but Manny wins by unanimous decision.
26 years old, and I struggled getting up here. Thankfully, I made it. It was a mind game for me, but the fact that this is routine for him and the whole team, the fact that they can do this, still have to go do the ab workout after, still go do shadow boxing, then got to go back to the gym later. So this is major respect, and this is why people are great, and this is why we see Manny's great and still great, and that's why I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to go out there and get the job done.
That's amazing. Great said, but I got to tell you this. I always tell people that Manny at 46 is faster than most 26. You're a professional athlete, top of your game. You're 26 years old. You play for the Guyana Colts.
Right.
At 46, Manny Pacquiao is returning to the ring in a controversial WBC title fight against Mario Barrios on July 19th in Las Vegas. He's doing everything he can to prepare. Pacquiao has long been a major draw in boxing. Now he's chasing history as the second oldest world champion ever after a 4-year break. And against the most vulnerable welterweight title holder, this fight has all the drama. According to ProBox TV analyst Paulie Malignaggi, even 70 to 80% of Pacquiao can beat Barrios.
Fight in front of those fans would be cool.
And now July 19th was that position fight, which to me is a little bit shocking.
Yeah.
Or that Pacquiao has been in the ring for 4 years.
Yeah.
He's coming back facing Mario Barrios. I mean, have you talked to him? Were you shocked as well with that that fight announcement happened?
He did mention it to me a while back, but it was kind of in the works too. I didn't really believe it at the moment.
The 8-division champ and Hall of Famer reunited last week with legendary trainer Freddie Roach to kick off training camp. Former opponent Chris Aldry said Pacquiao looked flat in a recent exhibition fight, likely due to lack of training. But the version of Manny he's seeing in the gym now is much sharper. There's nostalgia seeing Pacquiao and Roach together again, but there's also real effort going in to get the 46-year-old legend ready.
Now it's almost official, so I think it'd be pretty cool just to see a friend I grew up with fight a legend like Manny Pacquiao.
It's right for Manny to come back and fight. I mean,
if he feels like he has it in him, then why not?
what is your prediction for that fight? Even people saying that at his age, training camp is different.
Aldry raised the big question. Can Pacquiao defy age and become one of boxing's oldest champions? After being knocked down 6 times by Manny in 2014, Aldry knows firsthand how dangerous he can be. Pacquiao is special, he said. Craftier than people think. But can he still pull the trigger after losing to Ugas in 2021? Can he handle Barrios' best shots? Malignaggi added. Barrios gets hit a lot. This might come down to who lasts longer because Manny's old. And Barrios isn't great.
what is your prediction for that fight? You know, even people saying that at his age, you know, training camp is different. You know, watching him, you know, do all that is obviously different being in the ring. But how would you break that fight down for us? Obviously, Mario has a height. He has a
yeah. I think Mario is gonna go out there and just put a beating on Manny. I think Manny's a little too old, but I mean, he's a legend. He already did what he did, so I really don't see a reason for him to come back. But if he wants to get in the ring with Mario, then I guess Mario has to show him that, you know, he has a youth, and, you know, Manny Pacquiao should have just stayed retired.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of fans are saying.
Yeah.
Knowing Pacquiao's fighting style well, Algieri expects him to start fast, just like he did against Marquez and Thurman. If he's got any of that left, he's going to hit Barrios hard, Algieri said, while Malignaggi is questioned. Pacquiao's physical transformation in the past, both analysts agree, the real mystery is how much age will affect him this time.
Disbelief, but even, you know, looking at, you know, social media and the fans, they're thrilled just to see him back. So just to have him in the ring, you know, and fighters at that age are not competing.
I think that just says a lot about, you know, the type of fighter Manny Pacquiao is, the stardom he has.
If Manny still has his footwork, he's got a real shot, Algieri said. But a 46-year-old, 4 years out of the game, going 12 rounds, that's a tough ask. Plus, cutting weight gets harder with age. Malignaggi thinks Barrios, who inherited his belt after Crawford moved up and then drew against Abel Ramos, has weaknesses, but the question is, can Pacquiao exploit them at this stage of his career?
Still excited to see him fight, so I mean, that just says a lot about him and what he's done in his career. So like I said earlier, to see a friend I grew up with fight Manny Pacquiao, it's gonna be pretty cool, and it's the same night, so it's a huge night for San Antonio boxing.
Lastly, July, we're also September, if I'm not mistaken.
Malignaggi questioned Barrios' ring IQ, saying he should be using the uppercut and improving defensively. Algieri advised Barrios to start fast and stay aggressive. Both believe there will be tough moments for each fighter. But if Pacquiao pushes through and wins the belt, it could be the perfect ending to one of boxing's greatest stories.
You wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. I think you were like 27, 28 when you wanted to fight Pac. Why didn't that fight happen?
I hear so many excuses like they didn't want it, but Freddie Roach on the record saying he didn't want Pacquiao to fight. I just think...
Boxing star Amir Khan expressed concern about Pacquiao's comeback. He told Mail Sport that the fight against Barrios' dangerous one punch could be too much at age 46, while Khan thinks it's an exciting matchup. He warned that Pacquiao is taking a big risk after being out of the game for 4 years.
When's Amir Khan coming back?
You know, the only person I'll come back for, on a serious note, would be Manny Pacquiao. I would not come back for anyone else. It'd make me train even harder than like a Kell Brook fight because...
I know Barrios well, Khan said. He's still young and hungry. He'll give Manny big problems. While Manny's last fight was a loss in 2021, Barrios has been active, fighting 5 times since then. Pacquiao's recent exhibition against Rukia, Ampo showed his age, and Khan believes that could be a red flag heading into this bout.
Manny got in touch with me as well. Manny was like, shall we do a fight? He's quite serious about it. He was like, shall we make a fight happen? I go, listen, if you can get a funder, if you can get someone like a Turkey and a Sheikh on board, then why not?
There's no, I mean, that must be able to be made that. Yeah. I mean, surely.
You do that for the right money, right?
Massive. Look, we've had our best days, and I think